Yo, what's up, Blackish fams? Fam, I hope all is well in your corner of the world. Man, we've been checking out Aesop Rock's catalog and going through Garbology and Kirby and Pizza Alley and Cycles to Gehenna and his freestyle. And, I just came across on the freestyle, actually. I was curious to know, what did I write down? Crazy Walls. And someone said in the comment section some reference to Bent Life. So I was actually looking for Bent Life, and I came across some song here called Thorns. Aesop Rock, Eyedea, and Slug. Don't really know too much about it, but I figured Aesop's on it, so he probably wouldn't bless anybody with a verse if they weren't worthy. So just wanted to check it out. Figured we'd do a little reaction to it. And I don't know if it's a freestyle. Now, it looks like people have said on here that this is the original version of Bent Life. So I guess there's a different version of it. So I just figured, hey, you know what? This is the original. Let's check it out. Let me know what you guys think about it. Okay. Ben, you over there looking at your nuts and shit on camera with your whole eyes.
I am not doomed. I burn bridges, not spoons. And I only burn the bridges, hitching life and locks.
We just talked about these spoons, but we were talking about the gopher guts, right? Without a spoon. What do you say? It's I won't bring my spoons to. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. But he said, I burn bridges, not spoons. But burn bridges as in with people, like form our relationships, not spoons like a junkie would, right? Or at least that's what how I interpret it without hearing the context of everything else.
I am not doomed. I burn bridges, not spoons. And I only burn the bridges, hitching life in locked rooms. Active obstacle assessment, bound to blossom festive, knock on wood. Salute the little lonely troglodyte that could. So they navigate
Troglodyte. Who says that anymore? That's someone who lives in a cave, but it's a rather prehistoric term.
Knock on wood, salute the little lonely troglodyte that could. So they navigate the blame game with a bullseye on a gold link strapped around shrink wrap persona.
Whoa.
Assessment bound to blossom festive, knock on wood. Salute the little lonely troglodyte that could. So they navigate the blame game with a bullseye on a gold link strapped around shrink wrap persona.
So they navigate the blame game with a bullseye on a gold link wrapped around what did he say? Your shrink wrapped persona. My God. And this is Aesop, I believe, right? It sounds very different, but you could tell it's him, especially with the wordplay. But very different. This seems much more abstract than, most of his stuff. The flow is just some continuous it's kind of cryptic, if you would. So far, this seems very here and there, right?
So they navigate the blame game with a bullseye on a gold link strapped around shrink wrap persona. They're at a makeshift crooked duck birds in a sacred, not to be mistaken with the purity with which my angel masons storm the basement. Rope ladder descend from other.
He said not to be mistaken with the purity. Was there a masonry reference?
Around shrink wrap persona. They're at a makeshift crooked duck birds in a sacred, not to be mistaken with the purity with which my angel masons storm the basement. Rope ladder descend. So
there's a Masonic angel symbol. It's the inverted pentagram, and it's a really popular symbol in Freemasonry. The pentagram symbolizes the fallen angel, right? That's Lucifer, who's supposed to be the keeper of the Holy Grail. At least in the Freemason circles, I believe that's what their belief is, or their thought, right? It's not a religion, but you can't be Catholic though, right?
To be mistaken with the purity. They're at a makeshift crooked duck birds in a sacred, not to be mistaken with the purity with which my angel masons storm the basement. Rope ladder descend from mothership C-section monstrous, while a billion bakers build forts out refrigerator.
Man, see, just the flow is so different. It's sick though, right? What did he say? He says something about descending from the mothership, right? I think he was talking about a rope. He's talking about you get this image of coming down from the mothership, and then he goes to C-section, playing in with mother, and then monstrous. Like, whoa, that's, it's still, the flow is good though, right? His flow is sick, and you can tell it's controlled. He knows exactly what he's talking about. It's just so incredible to, after doing this many breakdowns, to even see the style that he takes over these different albums that we've covered, right? But he can really switch his flow up, which is incredible for someone who is this lyrical, right?
Burrow for the too far gone platoon, grab Billy clubs out falling apple tree trunks after apple seeds sunk well beneath them.
What?
C-section monstrous, while a billion bakers built forts out refrigerator boxes. Burrow for the too far gone
Building forts out of refrigerator boxes.
C-section monstrous, while a billion bakers built forts out refrigerator boxes. Burrow for the too far gone platoon, grab Billy clubs out falling apple tree trunks after apple seeds sunk well beneath them. My style sits softly in a synapse between fairy tale and logic, primarily agnostic.
Ooh. Yo, see, that's so perfect. It's so perfect. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna put that in his description. That's such a perfect description of his lyrics, right? He said, "My style sits softly in a synapse between fairy tale and logic." And if you could say something, you could probably take a paragraph and try to explain what he's saying there. But he says it so eloquently, right? Man, just sick. That's just such a perfect summary. And of course, it's by him, right? But sick. Excellent.
Synapse between fairy tale and logic. Well beneath them. My style sits softly in a synapse between fairy tale and logic. Primarily agnostic.
Ooh, an agnostic, for those that don't know. That's when you believe nothing is known or can be known about God, right? So you're not saying that you don't believe in God. That would be an atheist. But you're saying that you don't believe the existence of God can be proven or disproven. And it's really a stance that I've come to take. I started to explore different religions and look at different books and see what made sense, just trying to come at it from a educated point of view, or try to at least research this. And none of them really sat well with me. I consider myself an agnostic, and I hope that changes. What is it that Tom Hanks said in which movie was that? Where he said, faith is not a gift that I've been blessed with yet. And I could really feel him when he said that, because I feel like you're blessed when you believe in something that much. I can't do it.
I'll sit softly in a synapse between fairy tale and logic, primarily agnostic. Idle by the title deems these waves worthy of swallowing your journey, wallowing across the nursery. I arrived tardy. I've offended every last pedestrian. I'm on my way over to bless that bar seat.
Ooh.
I know I'm sorry, but I'm here.
It's more than I can say for my life.
That's like what he said. He's like, basically, yo, I'm late, but I'm here, right? I broke the rules at every rule of the road. I offended every pedestrian, he said. It's so beautiful as he says it, right? I'm going to go over there and go bless that seat, right? Yo, I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm here now. Let's go, right? It's just such a sick way of saying that.
There's no excuse. I know I'm sorry, but I'm here.
It's more than I can say for my love of these puppeteers.
They tug of all in perfect syncopation. Make their mamas proud. Certified absurd.
Syncopation, you normally don't hear of unless you're dealing with like a producer or someone that's making music. The closest I could say to describe my definition of it, it's like it's being offbeat but almost intentional. When you can come in, but it's technically offbeat, or it's like you're highlighting the misstep of the beat as part of the beat, right? I think it's some variation of that. Let me know if you guys know any differently, but it sounds like he's a producer or dealing with a producer.
There's no excuse. I know I'm sorry, but I'm here. And I'm on my way over to bless that bar seat. There's no excuse. I know I'm sorry, but I'm here.
It's more than I can say for my love of these puppeteers.
They tug of all in perfect syncopation. Make their mamas proud. Certified absurd, prince of flattery. Product of a drunken, rhythm-driven fact.
Prince of flattery.
Than I can say for my love of these puppeteers.
They tug of all in perfect syncopation. Make their mamas proud. Certified absurd, prince of flattery. Product of a drunken rhythm.
Prince of Flattery. Is that Machiavelli? You know, what is it that Machiavelli? I know I'm not talking about Tupac, y'all. Get your hood ass out of here, right? No, Machiavelli says that rulers are susceptible, right, to flattery, right? And they're indecisive. I think he says something similar. I don't know if he says Prince of Flattery that's standing out so much to
Make
me.
they mamas proud. Certified absurd Prince of Flattery. Product of a drunken rhythm-driven faculty.
I might be really off there, but Machiavelli says something. It's something similar to that, right? Where if people don't know what they want or what's expected because the goalposts keep shifting, right? It's some variation of that. I'm not the best with Machiavelli, but it sounds familiar. I'm gonna have to research that later.
Savor my love of these
They
puppeteers.
tug a ball in perfect syncopation. Make they mamas proud. Certified absurd Prince of Flattery. Product of a drunken rhythm-driven faculty. Check
Ooh.
out a mayhem discotheque. Boogie with a bounce check and a
I prick
cigarette.
my finger on the
Ooh, he said he's a product of a drunken. What did he say? Like a rhythm-driven faculty. So he's also playing off what he said about syncopation, right? What did he say? He's talking about the rhythm. What else
Check
did
out
he?
a mayhem discotheque. Boogie with a bounce check and a
I prick
cigarette.
my
Bounce.
finger on the thorn bush. Picking you up.
Mayhem discotheque. Boogie with a bounce check and a drunken perfect syncopation. Make they mamas proud. Certified absurd Prince of Flattery. Product of a drunken rhythm-driven faculty. Check out a mayhem discotheque. Boogie with a bounce check and a
I prick my
cigarette.
finger
That's so
on the thorn
sick.
bush. Picking you a lilac. You can water it with your envy and burn it with your livestock. I guess you can come on my drip. Why not? Tie knots. Sit our resistance and merry-go-round your holy tripod. For every
Ooh, your holy tripod. I believe that's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? What do you say? He's going to merry-go-round around your. It's going to carousel around your holy tripod.
tie knots. Sit our resistance and merry-go-round your holy tripod. For every single flame, the imploding sky drops. I cross the burned bridge of syringes and by Leary's linens and a hindering cyclops. Intensely focused on moving this ice block. You can land a nice job, but I plan to fight God. Understand?
Ooh, who said I could have landed a nice job?
Distorted by torch porcelain images of man. My glands are quite dormant, coordinated with Horus.
Oh, who is this?
The transmission if I hit the right knob.
Eyedea or Slug?
Running stir the rice pot. The anger that hovered kept me in a tight lock. I'm parallel with every line Jesus Christ thought. Leaving heaven frozen, rolling a 7 on this dice shot.
Float down, float, showdown at the
Man, I
Leaving
am.
heaven frozen, me in a tight lock. I'm parallel with every line Jesus Christ thought. Leaving heaven frozen, rolling a 7 on this dice shot.
float down, float, showdown at the
Showing
Minnesota to Manhattan until it gets
Broken loose.
Holding you immobile to show you what we're going. And ain't nothing changed. The rent's still overdue. Still hate the rappers that speak through the mean mugs. Ain't got no bite, but you bark like a tree trunk. That shit doesn't flush.
Every pipe is
I know
plugged.
you're loving us. You ride the nuts like the dick was a bus. That whole tight.
Ooh.
Energy doesn't flow right. So
He said you riding the nuts like the dick was a bus. God
you
damn.
bark like a tree trunk. That shit doesn't flush.
Every pipe is plugged.
I know you're loving us. You ride the nuts
Was that was Aesop, right? Every pipe is plugged.
like a tree trunk. That shit doesn't flush.
Every pipe is plugged.
I know you're loving us. You ride the nuts like the dick was a bus. That whole tight, your whole energy doesn't flow right. It's enough to make me wonder if you'd prefer to just blow pipe. It's a
Gay.
good joke. Clowns think that they're profound, man. They're not even a footnote. I walk around the world.
Oh, clowns thinking they're profound, but they're not even a footnote. You're not even the abbreviated summary, right? You're not even. There's levels to this, right? Sick. He's just putting someone in their place, sunning them.
It's a good joke. Clowns think that they're profound, man. They're not even a footnote. I walk around the world like a malnourished tourist, a refugee caught between the referee and the purist. Circuits overloading, cyborgs about to explode. Release the little man inside my tired soul. Somebody must have let the lion out the cage.
No, it's sick.
Got him high before he climbed upon the stage. Cause here I am again, glossy-eyed, topsy-turvy. And this is just another pit stop on the journey. Most of y'all don't even inspire me to dish you. So caught up in the politics, forgot to kick the issues.
Ooh,
Stop 47.
you don't even inspire me to diss you. You're not even on my level, right? It's like when Meek Mill was coming for Drake. It's like, all right, Meek, you're up there. People kind of know who you are, but what's in it for me, right? It's kind of like Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem, LL Cool J and Cannabis, but Cannabis got in that ass, right? But you right, what's in it for me? Are you trying to elevate your career, or you really got beef with something I said? He said, man, you don't even inspire me. You don't even, my people ain't your people, so I don't really care what you say in your circle, right? Try a different angle.
Inspired me to dish you, so caught up in the politics, forgot to kick the issues. Slug, call me 7, y'all know what I'm about. Now close your fucking mouth before my balls fall out.
Ooh, close your mouth before my balls fall out. God damn, is there another verse? I don't think so.
You don't know me, you don't know us. Half y'all fuckers
Man,
don't even rhyme. What are you talking shit about, man? Wait, man, go play a video game, you little bitch. Shut your trap. You a critic? Yo, come to Minnesota and get smacked. Come to
from Minnesota, huh?
I don't care. I'll see you.
They hood down there in Minnesota? I must not know. I don't know. I'm an Illinois boy. I'm a Chicago guy, right? Yo, this is sick. I'm kind of upset at myself that I don't know more about underground hip hop. Even though I loved hip hop, or I thought I loved hip hop when I was younger, you realize it's more commercial hits and commercial artists that are forced down your throat. It's so much better to hear real hip hop from hip hop heads, right? Just going with the flow. It's kind of old school how it used to be, and you lose track of that. I'm really glad that we do this on this channel too, because it kind of brings me back to what old hip hop was and the message that was out there. It was actually part of the message why we created this channel, Blackish University, Modern Day Griots, right? It's spreading that word, keeping those stories alive, keeping hip hop out there. Yo, if you're a fan of the breakdowns, show some love, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We've done quite a bit of Aesop Rock. We got into MF Doom, J. Cole, Nas, and we do breakdowns where we talk about the context of their lyrics. We try to define and just help guide the breakdown. And if you guys are fans, man, show some love, and we'll see you on the next video.